Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thousands of memories are created and captured in each photo taken on your magical vacation. We proudly present Capturing Magic, where we help those moments live on forever.
Hey everyone, welcome to Capturing Magic, where we are using technology to create and capture magic memories. This is episode 20, recorded on Tuesday, February 26, 2013. It's Tuesday, right? You can find more tips, tools, and notes for this show at capturingmagic.me. I am Steph, and I am here with my co-host, Brittney Leavitt from BritishDesigns.com, and that's where she can be found with her digital scrapbooking supplies. Hi, Britt.
Hi, Steph.
How are you doing?
Good. I'm excited about today.
I am too. Super excited. We are going to, it's just the two of us today, and we're going to do another Pinning the Magic show.
Yay.
So that seemed to be a really popular show with our listeners. It had lots and lots of downloads. And so we thought it would be fun to do it again and kind of include it as a regular rotation as part of the show because people liked it. So
I kind of like when it's just the two of us.
It sure does make life easy.
Yeah.
I feel kind of lazy.
No, it's fun. It's like, it feels quieter, like more intimate or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it's good. It's all good. It's nice to have variety. So do you want to go ahead and start with your first pin?
Sure. I'm trying to decide which one to do first here. Okay, so my first pin, should we explain what we're doing with Pinning the Magic in case people haven't heard of it or haven't heard the other one?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Well, we basically just pick 5 pins off of Pinterest that have either helped us or something we like or something that's helpful with your like creating and capturing Disney magic, right?
Either at the parks or at home or anything to bring more Disney magic into your life.
Yes. Okay, so my first pin that I picked was like a DIY Mickey Mouse manicure nail art pin. And if anyone follows me on Pinterest, or not Pinterest, well, yeah, Pinterest too, but on Pinterest or Instagram, you probably notice I'm really into nail polish. And so when I saw this, I was super excited because it's so simple. And I'm like, it's one of those pins where you're like, duh, why didn't I think of that? So it's basically this girl who just used 2 different sizes of hole punches and hole punches a little Mickey head using like the bigger punch for the head and then the smaller punch for the ears into a piece of contact paper and then puts it on her nail that's already been painted. Like hers, she did it on her toes, but hers are red. And then she put the contact paper on top, painted black over it, and then pulled the contact paper off, and it leaves a perfect little Mickey stencil. And I know that there are Mickey stencils out there. There's Mickey stamps, there's Mickey like vinyl, whatever, but this is so easy. And so I wanted to test it before I picked it for my pin because I was like, I wonder if it really works that well. And I didn't have any contact paper, so I just used masking tape, and it works perfect.
Really?
My thumbnail right now has the cutest Mickey head on it.
Oh.
I'll put a picture of it, of mine, in the show notes because it works perfect. So
how fun!
I'm really excited about that. And I always like to have a cute like Mickey Mouse nails or Mickey Mouse pedicure or something Disney-ish for when I go to the park. But it's also fun to just have it at home too. So
yeah,
yay!
I always get envious of your beautiful nails.
Oh, so well, they're not beautiful. They're little nubs. I don't have like long, pretty nails or anything like that, and they're not nice.
It's just because you paint them that they look so good.
Exactly. But I love to have my nails painted. It's kind of my new thing. As of the last year, maybe I always have painted. Oh yeah, like if I have naked nails for more than like a day, I like go crazy.
Well, I just figured that that's kind of always been you. I didn't know that it was just the last year.
Well, I've always liked to paint my nails. Forever. I've always had like not a ton, but I've always had like a big bag of nail polish, but in the last year, has it been a year? I don't know. Cause there's a lot of nail blogs and, nail people on Instagram and stuff. So I just started following them and it just kind of got me hooked on it. So then I just started slowly collecting nail polish. And when you buy it, you're like, I didn't ever buy any of the really expensive ones. I'm always just kind of on the lower end of nail polishes because I can't justify paying that much.
Right.
But still, you buy a few every once in a while, and pretty soon you have a huge drawer full of nail polish. I'm a little embarrassed about how much nail polish I have.
Well, that's a super fun idea. I love to get Mickey pedicures before I go.
And I've done Mickey heads like with the dotting tool stuff, but this is just, it's nice and flat, and I feel like it'll stay on for a long time, and I don't know, I like it. I'm excited about it.
Good.
And if you have the two, I just happen to have those, say, like a smaller hole punch and a bigger one, and so it just worked out good.
Nice.
So if you can do it with contact paper, it would be probably easier than the tape, but the tape worked fine. As long as when you punch it, put I learned this kind of the hard way, but the part that goes down to cut, make sure it's pushing down onto the non-sticky side. Otherwise, the sticky part will stick up into your hole punch and gunk it up. And that's what happened.
Yeah.
I learned that the first punch I did. So.
Good tip. Good tip. Okay, my first pin is one that I found. I don't know where I found it, but anyway, what it is, it's a store on Etsy where this person has letter cutouts from wood, and she's painted them like different Disney characters. So she has like the name Meyer done in the Fab Five. I'm counting letters really quick to make sure I'm right in the Fab Five. So she's got Mickey, Goofy, Minnie, Pluto, and Donald there. And I mean, you can totally tell what the letters are, and it's super cute, but the letters still look like letters. I think it'd be really fun to do a last name or a kid's name or your own name for your office or something like that. So it's $15 a letter. So if you have a whole lot of letters in your name, it could get really expensive fast.
Whoa.
But they are adorable.
Is it something you could maybe do yourself if you?
Yeah, you could probably very easily do it yourself. I wouldn't, just because I know myself well enough.
Yeah.
But I think that you could very easily, especially because some of it looks like it might not be made out of wood. Like Pluto is the letter E. And I think, let me pull that back up again. I moved away. Yeah, Pluto is the letter E. And so it just has a dog bone on the center E part. It's a capital E.
Yeah.
And then it has two little dog ears hanging down on the side. So a lot of it looks like it might be made out of, it could be like silhouette cut stuff.
Oh.
That's just been glued to the letters. That would be easier to do, I think.
Cute.
So yeah, you totally could do these yourselves. Mickey Mouse, the M is Mickey, and the top half of the M is black, and then the bottom half is red. And then the very, very bottom of the M is yellow. The legs of the M is yellow. And then they have two white buttons that they've glued on to make the bottom of his pants. And then they have the mouse ears on the top. And they look like they're maybe made out of paper just attached to it.
Cute. You know what? That would be so cute to do, even just out of paper for like a birthday decoration.
Banner.
Yeah, like a banner decoration if you're having like a Disney party or something.
Yes, totally.
Ooh, I'll have to put it on my list of silhouette ideas.
Yes. That's what I was thinking as I'm like, oh, yeah.
Writing it down right now.
For Brittney.
Silhouette idea, banner.
Add this to your list.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay, go ahead. Your turn.
Okay. The next one is an article from... Where is this from? I should have opened it first. Oh, it's from touringplans.com, which I know you've actually maybe talked about on our last pinning show, that website. Did we?
Probably.
Anyway, maybe you picked it at some point. But it's an article that someone had pinned and I saw called Free Stuff at Disney World. And it's a huge list of tons of stuff that you can do or see or get and have for free. And it's awesome. And it's like super long and tons of good things. And I'm all about free stuff. So if you can like take advantage of all the little freebies, then that's awesome. But then plus there's like 85 comments of people who saying like, oh, don't forget about this freebie and don't forget about that freebie. So if you have the time to read through or scan through the comments, there's lots of other tips for free stuff in the comments as well.
What kinds of stuff do they have? I know there's lots of stuff that's actually surprising. So name maybe a couple that you really love.
I'll scan through and pick the ones I thought were good. It said that whoever wrote this, Erin Foster, she said more than 50% of the time when she goes into the Main Street confectionery there's a cast member walking around with a tray full of samples to give people to try. So that's pretty good. Like half the time she's there, there's somebody giving away a free treat. So we're stopping in for her. This is a tip that actually I had heard before that totally changed our life at Disney World. But somebody, they said that if you just go to any counter service place and ask for a cup of ice water, they'll give you free ice water at no charge. And even if you just need ice, they'll give you a cup of ice.
We've done that before, when we've taken in our own drinks and stuff. Yeah.
Instead of buying a water bottle for $2.50 or $3 or whatever they are now, you can stay hydrated for free. We did that. Yeah. We do that at Disneyland too all the time. We're constantly getting our free waters.
Yes.
Let's see what else. There's a lot of dining stuff. The celebration buttons, obviously.
Oh yeah.
Maps, like collecting maps to save them for scrapbooks and decorations and crafts, because they're super cute and they have cute artwork on them. Let's see.
Perfect.
Like Wi-Fi, package delivery, luggage storage. Just all the.
One of my favorite ones is in Epcot, the Coke place that's in Epcot, where you can get all of the different free soda samples of Coke from all over the world.
Yeah. Yep. That's on there. It's
super fun.
Yeah. Oh, meals, I guess, for infants and toddlers. Like if you sit at a family style table service restaurant or a buffet, then children under the age of 3 don't get charged for buffets or family style table service. So that's good, because one of my big beefs that we've learned as now that we're parents with a toddler is that the toddler meals are just such a ripoff at Disney. And so they're just not a lot of food and they're not great. And so being able to feed her for free would be awesome. So
yeah, that reminds me of one of my tips for people when they're eating or feeding kids at Disney is if there's something that your child likes, just order a side of that one thing.
Yeah.
And then like my daughter, she'll eat fruit. My youngest will eat fruit, loves, especially strawberries. And so when we go into a restaurant, a table service, a lot of times, my son will share a little bit of his pasta with her, and then we order her a side of fruit, and that's her meal. And she's happy, and we're happy because she's eating something healthy, and it's not food wasted.
Yeah.
Which is always a bummer.
That is a bummer.
Yeah. Okay. So my next pin that I found was from Disney Tourist blog. And it's actually a My Magic Plus FAQ, which is super helpful for people that are getting ready to go to Disney World, because this whole My Magic Plus, FastPass Plus, everything is kind of confusing if you haven't done it before. And so this is his just whole big list of frequently asked questions and the answers and how it will change your touring maybe. And there's there's almost 50 comments too with other questions, and he's gone in and answered them to Tom Bricker. So yeah, check that out if you're planning a trip to Disney World at DisneyTouristBlog.com. But we'll move all of these pins too to our Pinning the Magic show board on Pinterest, and we'll link it up in the show notes. Or you could just go to our Pinterest boards and go to that board, and you'll see all of the pins there when the show's live.
Yep. Because if they're on that board, that means we've talked about them in a Pinning the Magic show.
Yep, exactly.
Those are the only things that go on that board. So
yeah,
cool.
Okay, your turn.
Okay, I'm glad you mentioned the Touring the Magic blog. I love it. I almost picked like 3 from there.
It's
site.
A good site.
No.
Yeah, really good site.
So helpful. Anyway, okay. This one is from basically a Disney Smash book, which we've talked about briefly on the show before, Smash books and stuff. But I loved this one because she made her Smash book out of a passporter.
I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so cute. And she used the same binder that she used from a previous vacation and bought like a new passporter to put inside. And and she did hers at Disneyland. And she actually, the funny part is she did hers like on her trip. Like she didn't bring it all home and put it together. She did it like every night after she got back to the hotel room. And she only took, a small stash of things with her. And then the rest she collected while she was there. Like she used tons of maps and wrappers and packaging and little menus and all kinds of stuff. Little, like the little wax bags from her treat places she got treats just for as pockets. And she mentions in there that her husband looked at her and was like, now why does our hotel room look like your craft room? It was just this big cut up messy, whatever. But I loved it because by using the passporter as like the base, like she didn't use a Smashbook, she just actually used the passporter. And then she took the spiral binding out and then had it hole punched to fit in her binder or her little book, because the only version that I guess they have right now for Disneyland is the spiral bound, and that's not what she wanted. Anyway, by using the passporter, instead of using like the Smashbooks like pattern papers, it has like maps as backgrounds and text about Disney, and it's cute.
Fun.
Yeah, and she saved everything, she said, like from chopsticks to, just everything, and just put it all in her random crazy,
that's a
messy
really fun
Smashbook.
idea.
Yeah, I liked it. Oh, it was cute.
Yeah, super fun idea.
Yeah.
Okay, so my next pin is from mommywords.com, and it is a list of 35 awesome Disney fonts. And so these are just fonts that look like fonts that you'll see on Disney things, Disney products.
I almost picked that. Like I
did you?
in my alternates. That's so funny.
That's really funny. So they have like Mary Poppins and all of the ones, and you'll recognize them as you see them as you go through the list. For some reason, it's telling me that their website's down, and so I can't go through the list right now. But you'll recognize them as you see them. Lots of different rides and attractions and movies that you might want to use on your layouts. So yeah, check that one out.
Cool. Yeah, I'm pulling the one up that I was going to pick, and it's not quite that many, so maybe it's a different pin, but it's similar.
Yeah, there are a few that I've pinned over the time from different sites, but yeah, this one was a unique set that I hadn't seen before, and so that's why I picked it.
Cool.
Yeah,
very cool. I love fonts.
I know, me too.
I'm a font hoarder.
Me too.
Okay, let's see. My next one is I should have opened these. Okay, from Little Miss Save blog. And it's 20 things you never thought to pack for Disney World. And there are actually a few on here that I was like, genius. Like, why didn't I think of that? Like, just such great ideas that I'm totally bringing for me I'm adding to my packing list in the future. For example, the first one, the first one she talks about is the Disney Junior Encyclopedia of Animated Characters. And she used this book, which is a book you can buy on Amazon. And she used the book as a autograph book. And she cut it and had it spiral bound so that it was easy for her kids to open. And she said that she had so much fun, like handing it to characters and having them find their page, helping the characters would look for their page and get so excited when they found their page. And anyway, it's super cute book. And that's on the top of her list. The rest are more practical things like a skirt pant hanger with the clips that you just like the ones you get from like Old Navy or Walmart or whatever, and you just toss them after you get home. She saves them and takes them and uses them to hang things up to dry in the bathroom, and or if your socks are wet or whatever,
right?
She uses them in the bathroom at the hotel. I thought that was smart because you can just put a couple of those, they're just flat, just put them in the bottom of your suitcase or whatever. And then some are we've talked about, like pins for pin trading, ponchos, buying glow sticks at the dollar store before you go so that your kids don't ask for the $25.
$8. Yeah.
No, I guess not 25, but the light up toys that break, right?
Yes.
She talks about taking dish soap, which I have done that. We always take dish soap for washing like sippy cups and other things. And it's great to have that also in case you need to wash out clothes or you have a liquid soap, not just like the hotel bar soap.
Right.
Ziploc bags. She said she cannot suggest this enough, and that's true. We always take a lot of Ziploc bags for different things. We pack in Ziploc. We take extras for other things. One of them I loved on her list was a nightlight, and I thought that is awesome because we are always stumbling around trying to not turn on lights and not wake up Scarlett when we get back to the hotel. It'd be awesome to have a little nightlight.
I saw that tip. I remember thinking when I saw that list, I was like, and you brought that up. You brought the list up. I was like, I remember there being one thing on that list that I thought was brilliant, and that was it, the nightlight.
Yep.
So brilliant. Even just for the bathroom so that the kids can
see it.
Everyone gets disoriented in the middle of the night, Yeah.
She just got hers at like the dollar store, she said. Sharpies, which we always do take those. Collapsible laundry bins, which I don't remember where I first heard that, but I heard that recently, and I was like, that is genius. The ones that like fold flat and then you can pop them up, and then you can put like your dirty clothes in there, and so they're not like in your suitcases mixed in with everything else. I liked that idea.
Yeah.
What else? She talked about taking an over-the-door shoe holder to like put all her bathroom little toiletries and stuff in. It depends on how long you're going to be there, I guess. For some of the things you might not want, but I thought it was a great list and some things on there that I would not have thought of. So,
right.
Awesome.
Yeah. Great list. Okay. My next pin is from, where's the site right here? Sorry. WDW Prep School.com. And it is a list of the pros and cons of every Disney World resort. Ooh. And I really like this site a lot. I've been on there a few times. Yeah, she's got some great resources there. Mm-hmm. And she goes through every single resort at Disney World, on-site resort, and lists the pros and the cons, what it might be, the ideal kind of vacation. For example, one of the first ones is Animal Kingdom. She lists it's ideal for adventurous animal lovers. She has specific tips of what rooms you might want to book, what area you might want to stay in. The Polynesian Resort, one of the things that she lists is that you can, some of the pros are that you can get a view of the Magic Kingdom fireworks with the music piped in. I didn't know that. So just lots of great things so that you can it helps you figure out where you might want to stay on site when you go down there.
Cool.
So yeah, really good resource.
That's good for those of us who, like me, who don't go like a ton, because I know some people are super familiar with all the resorts, but then when we don't go a lot, I'm always like, if I don't want to stay at value, like then I really have no idea. I would have to do a ton of research to find out, or ask, everybody, what's good about this? Why would I like that? Because if you're going to spend the money on a higher level resort, you want to make sure you like it.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly. And this kind of nutshells it all for you.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Cool.
Great stuff. Yeah. And there's pictures there too of all of the resorts, which is fun and helpful to be able to picture it.
Yeah.
So
that's awesome.
Yeah. Okay.
This one is actually an item, a store from Etsy. And I actually, when I was picking this pin, I actually had seen a different pin first that is fabric scrap tutus. They're like no-sew tutus, like the kind you make with tulle, but with and ribbon. And I don't know why, maybe I have and I just didn't remember, but I feel like I've never seen one made out of like fabric strips before. But they are super, super, super cute. I'm putting it on my list of things to make for sure. But then I thought when I saw the fabric scrap tutu, I was like, I bet you could make Disney ones, like Disney themed ones really easily. And so I did it.
Red and white polka dot.
Yeah. And so I did a search on Pinterest for Disney fabric scrap tutus. And of course, I'm not the first person to think of this. So there's a ton. And one I found that links to an Etsy store. So I guess if you didn't want to make one, then you could buy one. But they seem super easy to make because the fabrics or the tool ones are super easy. So this is just as easy. But the cute thing about this Etsy store is they show how you can use that big licensed character ribbon that you see at like the craft store. It's so cute, but I never really know what to do with that. But they've put a little bit of that in with all of the different kinds of scraps. Like I'm looking at this one right here that's a Tinkerbell one, and it has the big licensed Tinkerbell ribbon, but then it also has all kinds of cute like pink and purple and even like shiny metallic, all different kinds of scraps that all kind of goes together, and they are so cute. And honestly, they're only $15 from Etsy. So if you didn't want to go and find all the fabric and make it, like if that's not your thing, then you could just buy one. But I like the crafty part of it, so I would probably want to make mine just for the fun of it. But there's also really cute Minnie Mouse ones, pink Minnie Mouse and red Minnie Mouse, all kinds of stuff. Actually, the whole store is very cute. But super cute tutus. And I've just never seen that before, making them with like a mix of fabric.
Great idea.
I was totally going to make one for Scarlett on our next trip because it's like kind of that boutique look without a lot of money and work. And it's no-sew, so people who don't sew, you could do it.
See, I could totally handle that.
I know, right? I know every time I pick something sewing, you're like, nope. This is not
going to happen.
This is no-sew.
This is a no-sew show, don't you know?
Yeah. So way cute. And there's just a lot. This Etsy store is great because it's given me a lot of other ideas for things you could mix in with your tutu. Like there's like sequency fabric. It actually looks cute with it all mixed together.
Fun.
Yeah.
Super fun.
Way cute.
I can't wait to check those out, actually.
I know. I feel like we should have swapped links before.
I know. We need to maybe start our own private board that we can just pin our stuff to so that we can each see it, a shared.
As you're talking about it, I'm like, I want to see it as we're like talking so I can know.
I know. I feel like I'm in the loop. Yeah. Okay. My next pin. I'm not sure if I've talked about. I probably have my spreadsheets that I use. Anytime I go to Disney, I always have a spreadsheet for each day that we're going to be there, and it has, what time, what days the preferred crowd levels or at which, the low crowd levels at which parks on which days, and where we're going to be. If I have dining reservations, it has that information in there because I tend to forget, the times, all of that kind of stuff. And this site is planamagicalvacation.com. But it's like plan-a-magic, so it's kind of difficult to find. But so you'll want to go to the pin to find it. And they have a spreadsheet that you can download, an Excel spreadsheet that you can download and just plug your stuff into as you're planning your vacation. And so that's helpful because I know a lot of people don't really understand how to lay it out and how to have it work for you so that you can stay organized. And so this is a great tip. She's also got a video on there that shows how she uses these spreadsheets and how they help her on her vacations. So
that's awesome.
A great resource for people. And then she also has a link there that kind of goes through the Disney vacation plan step by step. And so what you need to do, step one is decide when you're going to go and where you're going to go. And then she also has each step linked up to different resources to help you along the way.
Cool. So, I'm not very spreadsheet literate, so that will be good for me because I always hear you talk about your spreadsheets, and I'm not very good at spreadsheets.
But you could download this and then just plug your stuff in.
I know. I'm excited about it.
Yeah, because you just have to plug your dates in and ready to go. So.
I should have mentioned when I was talking about the tutus that the Etsy store is called Trinkets and Tutus. Sorry not to backpedal there, but I didn't mention the name of the store in case people don't have access to the links on our Pinterest board. But yeah, Trinkets and Tutus is the Etsy store, and it's awesome.
It sounds really fun.
As you've been talking, I'm like scrolling through all of the cute, like there's so many. Cinderella and Pirates and
cute. How fun.
Yeah, so cute. I want to make one of each. Sorry, not to go back to the tutus.
No, there's a lot of this stuff that I have to hurry and do because my youngest is 6. So I've only got a few years left where I'm going to be able to do this kind of stuff with her.
Where you can like dress her up.
You're crazy.
No, that's a sad time though. And I feel like I have a friend who was just mentioning that her daughter is sort of over it, like over the princesses, not so much into meeting them even, and she's just heartbroken. I'm like, oh, I will die when that happens to Scarlett.
Yeah, it happens. It seems to happen kind of when they're tweens, 11, 12-ish.
Yep, that's where she's.
But then all of a sudden it comes back. Like my older daughter totally is back into princesses again because she's in high school. And so it's cool again when you're in high school.
Yeah.
And she would totally be excited to go and meet the princesses. And she even said if we went to Disney on Halloween, she would dress up like a princess. And
cute.
Yeah. So, but it was like 11, 12 when she got out of it, and she was too cool for it. But then they come back into it, which is always a happy day.
Yeah, that's good to know. There's hope for them, but you can't dress them up and put them in tutus.
Yeah. No, I can't do that. She would kill me if I tried to do that.
No, that won't work.
The last time I was able to dress her up or have her dress up was when she was 10 and we went to the Pirates and Princess party and she dressed up as a princess and we did the whole Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique thing. I had ordered her a Belle Christmas costume on clearance.
Nice.
Yeah. So I got it for like $30 or something. And we went and did the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique and she dressed up in the costume that we had bought ahead of time. So it was far more affordable.
Yeah.
And
that's the way to do the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique if you're going to do it.
Sure. Yeah. Don't buy the dresses there.
No.
Yeah.
These tutus are also super cute for like holidays. Like I want to make Scarlett one for St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, fun. Good idea.
Wouldn't that be so cute? I know it has nothing to do with Disney, but it would be cute. I'd probably make it Disney related somehow. Put some
trying to see these.
I know. Sorry. Gosh. Okay. Done. I'm not done talking about the tutus.
You need to IM me a link so that I can.
Okay. Here we go.
Check. Yeah.
So, moving on. We're still talking about tutus here. Okay. Is that it? Have we done 5 though?
Done 5.
Okay.
Yeah. If you want to do that, you said you might have one more.
Well, I have a lot, so we can keep going if you want.
do one more.
Okay.
And then, do one more.
Okay. This last one is actually pinned right off the Disney Parks blog. And it's a recipe for Disneyland's loaded baked potato soup that they have at the Carnation Cafe. And I actually have never really had this at the Carnation Cafe, so it isn't as nostalgic for me, like the taste of it, as maybe it was for some other people. But I know my brother is like obsessed with this soup. Like he loves it so much.
Really good.
And, yeah. Well, I will tell you the recipe. I made it because I was like, okay, if this pin is really that, let's see if it's really that good. So I made it the other day, and it's definitely not like, it's a little bit time consuming. It took me a long time to make it, and I had a learning curve. Like I kind of scorched my bottom of it a little bit because I'm not the best cook, but I try. Anyway, it is so good. Even with the scorched bottom, it didn't even matter because the soup was so good. I highly, highly recommend this recipe, and I assume it tastes like the Disneyland one. I don't know, but it's supposed to be the same recipe, but man, was it good. Oh,
so yum. Yeah.
So good. I highly recommend making that recipe.
Okay. I have one more pin that I thought of, and it's not even here in front of me because I don't remember where I pinned it for sure. But when you said that, and it reminded me of this, I found a pin where somebody listed the recipe for making your own Dole.
I've heard of that before.
Yeah.
Have you tried it?
No, I haven't tried it. See, you're so good. You've tried everything before you recommend it to our listeners, and I haven't.
Well, not everything.
You've tried some of the things.
Yeah.
I'll try and be more on the ball next time. But I mean, it looked easy. It looks fun. You can actually buy the mix online somewhere.
Yeah, I've heard of that. I've never tried it, but I've heard that you can do that. I didn't make the soup so that we could talk about it on the show. Like I happened to make it and it was so good. So I was like, oh, I could use that for the pinning the magic show.
There you go.
I didn't I'm not that on the ball where I'm like,
you should have just let me think that you were so on the ball.
the Mickey manicure I did do this morning for the show. So, but the soup I made just because I wanted the soup.
Fun.
We made it like last week or something. It was super good.
The tutus are adorable, I have to say.
Oh, good. You got the link. Okay.
Yeah. They have the little ones for American Girl dolls too. That's so fun.
I didn't know that.
On their pin board.
Oh, cute. They have a good pin board, their company. And how easy would those be to make for little American Girl dolls? Just with the scraps that you have left over from the one you make for your daughter.
Yep.
Easy.
I could see my older daughter getting into making these for my younger daughter, actually.
They'd be great, like gifts and stuff.
Hmm. I bet they would be easy to make too.
Ooh, I have a little birthday party coming up this weekend for one of Scarlett's little friends. Maybe I'll make one real quick.
Yeah.
This is Scarlett's like first little friend party. She's been invited to, so we're
fun. Yeah. Okay. Well, I think that's it.
Yeah.
Unless you have one more you want to share.
Want
to share?
Maybe I could. I mean, I have to look. I'm not off the top of my head.
Okay. Then we'll save them for next time.
Yeah, we ripped through those pins.
We did fast. We're gonna have to do more than 5, I think.
Last time it took us a long time to talk about 5.
It did. Maybe next time we'll have to come with 5 to 7 each, and then
gauge it.
See how it
gauge it.
But short shows are always fun too. Let's share with our listeners actually what we have that we're working on. We have some short shows that we're going to be recording, and they're just going to be little bits of magic. We haven't decided what we're going to call them yet. And we'll be releasing them on Saturdays, and they'll just be super short shows that will have one little tip for our listeners on creating and capturing magic. And we would love to hear your tips. If you have any tips for creating and capturing magic memories, we would love to share them on the show. So you can either email them in. Eventually, if this is something that everybody likes and you all download a lot, then we will also set it up so that you can call your tips in. And once we get going on these, and we'll play your recorded tip on our shows. So if you have some tips to share, please go to capturingmagic.me and click on the contact and send it in the contact form and make a mention that it's for the show, or you can just email it to mail@capturingmagic.me. And we will get those tips and share them on the show. We know that you have to have some great tips for capturing and creating magic memories in the park. So we want to be able to share them with all of our listeners, and we're really, really excited about it.
Yeah. And they're not to like replace our weekly show. Did you say that? They're like an additional little mini bonus extra show that we'll be doing.
Just a little short extra show once a week for fun.
Yeah.
Because it will be fun. Yeah, so they won't replace our normal shows. They're in addition to, and they're just going to be little mini bits of magic. So we'll figure the name out later and let you know what we're going to call them. So yeah, please share your magic with us. Share your tips or in the show comments, and we will share them with our listeners, because we don't know everything that there is to know out there about the Disney parks and creating and capturing magic memories. So we would love to hear your input and be able to share that with everybody.
Yeah.
So, okay. Should we share, tell our listeners, remind them where they can find us, and wrapping it up?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can find me at britishdesigns.com. That's where everything is, all my shop and blog and all of that. You can follow me on Instagram at designerbrittney, and obviously we're both on Pinterest. So we're talking about that all day. Lots of Project Mouse stuff still going on. I don't know when will this show be posted? Let's see.
This show will be posted a week from today.
So the 5th. Okay, so we are taking we'll still be taking a couple weeks off while Krista Celine is in Disneyland. But then when she gets back, we have all kinds of new things already ready to go and to release as soon as she gets back. So that's exciting.
Super, super exciting. It is a really fun collection. Really fun series, I guess, is what it is.
Yeah.
Kind of. Yeah. super fun stuff. I've really enjoyed seeing everything that you guys are doing with it.
Thanks. It's been really fun. It's fun to see people get excited about it as well, and to start being able to like finish a book or, feel that.
Do a whole entire trip.
Yeah, get inspired to think, oh, I can actually finish a whole entire trip, which I love to hear because that never happens, especially for me. I don't know. I can never finish a whole album ever. But I feel that same feeling where I'm like, okay, if I can do this, I can get my whole trip done. Maybe we'll see. I say maybe because I don't really know, but I'm trying. So
yeah, it's exciting. It's really exciting to see what people are doing with it.
Yeah, I love that part of it.
So, okay, let's see. You can find me at capturingmagic.me, and yesterday I just posted, a post about using licensed Disney characters in your digital scrapbooking, paper scrapbooking, silhouette cutting kind of stuff. It's legal and it's free, so you'll want to check that out. And I have some other big projects that I'm working on over at the Daily Digi that I'm really excited about. Super busy stuff, but it's all so exciting. You can find me at thedailydigi.com also, where when this show airs, we will have just released a new issue of the Digi Files, and we have some great stuff coming up in there. So you'll want to pop on over there and check it out at thedailydigi.com. And then at Capturing Magic, we just released iPhone updates for the Disneyland and Disney World apps that will make it so that you can, as you're in the parks, you can let the app go to sleep if you want to, and then it won't drain your battery. So it gives you a little more control over how often you get alerts, and therefore a little more control over your battery life. So it's a big thing. I'm really excited about it, and I'm really excited to see more and more people getting the apps in their hands and using them because they're exciting, and it really is a great way to document your Disney trips. Not only does it help you remember photos that you want to take when you're in the parks through the lists and the notifications, but you can also add notes to those photos and then export all of that information when you get back home to help you document your trip. So great things. I'm super excited.
Yay!
Yeah, and I think that's about it.
Cool.
Okay.
Short and sweet today.
Yeah, it was short and sweet. That's not always a bad thing, though.
Nope.
So, all right. Thank you, everyone, for being here. We appreciate it. And if you have any questions or comments, be sure to leave them in the show notes at capturingmagic.me. Reach out to us on Facebook or anywhere else that you might be and are comfortable contacting us. We would love to hear from you. And if you enjoy this show, we would also appreciate you leaving reviews in iTunes for us. That helps us be able to, or it helps people find us, actually. More people in the store are able to find us through more reviews and more downloads. So we appreciate your support so much. Mm-hmm. Thank you, and we will be back next week where we will be capturing magic.